Huge exciting news to start your Sunday afternoon, as no less than 24 executive orders will be announced by President Joe Biden on Wednesday and Thursday next week. And some of them will impact you in an incredible great way. I have the details about these breaking elements of executive orders that no one saw coming, 24 of them over 48 hours. Meantime, the $24 of SSI and SSDI, the Social Security benefit add-on, is still in play. It's not part of the third stimulus package. Never was. It comes afterwards. But in this video, I'm going to go over the first stimulus package, the $10,000 you could be getting tomorrow. The second stimulus package, the new EIDL grants and loans that will be going live in the next 48 hours. Big grants, free money to people that really need it. Then I'll be turning back over to the other items, free money across the board. First stimulus, second stimulus, and third stimulus, and executive orders. So much exciting, great news. I'm so excited you joined me on a big afternoon's recording of Afternoons LALATE. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm so excited you're here on a big afternoon's recording of Afternoons LALATE. And guess what? An old favorite is back on this channel. I'll be answering some of your 435 questions from yesterday's video at the end of this video. So stay tuned. You may hear your question answered on camera. And if you have questions in today's video, drop in the comments below. What a day it is. I have so much to deliver. But first, go to the front of this channel, subscribe, hit that alert button, and also like this video. I don't want you to miss a video when I have another one rolling out. Right after this will be third stimulus. I'll go over the massive, shocking news of $1,400 a week stimulus check you're only hearing from this channel under the third stimulus package. Additionally, a $4,000 and $8,000 tax refund. You'll only hear from me as well. That's the video right after this. And then I come back live with Bean and Mitch. Meantime, if you're not joined, consider joining by clicking the link at the top of this video, under the comments, on the first pinned comment, or in the description, or at the title of the video. And becoming a Purple Power, Purple Calcino VIP, or Purple Hawk. And with that, then let me go over what's happening in this video today. There's so much happening across the board. First, I'll be going over the executive orders, big shocker. Then I'll be going over the $10,000 lump sum that could be landing in your bank account next week. Really exciting news. Been waiting for almost a year for this money. Third, I'll be turning back to the surprise money that could be happening after the third stimulus package. And then finally, I'll be detailing the big moolah that will be going live in the next 48 hours. So much exciting, great news. Let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news first is the executive orders. On Wednesday and Thursday this coming week, Joe Biden will sign into law 24 executive orders. That is not an exaggeration. 24. So what will the executive orders include? Reports claim the executive orders will include exactly what I have been telling you they would include since October and November. They will include 1, an eviction protection. 2, a mortgage forbearance, because there is no mortgage forbearance currently on the books. There is no mortgage forbearance in the second stimulus package. So you can be foreclosed upon up until the moment in which that executive order is signed. It stops at that moment. And third, the reports claim there'll be a student loan debt repayment moratorium, meaning that you won't have to pay your student loan debt. Why? Because that's coming up right later in this video. I'll explain why, because you won't have to pay it eventually ever. So much exciting news, but he's at least stopping a moratorium. Meantime, is there other stimulus in the executive orders? Yes. We're going to see these details filter in the next 48 hours. I have a few of the details. I'll be delivering some more of them to you later on this channel, but they're sort of hard to get hold of these really held to the chest, quiet and secretive executive orders. But You see, if you know if I can get something, I will get it for you. Like I got the draft of the third stimulus package. That's the video after this, and a little bit more in this video as well. All right, next, let's go over the first, second, and third stimulus packages and why new money is coming to millions of viewers of this channel from each of these packages right now. First, the first stimulus package, viewers will be getting upwards of $10,000 in the next few days, reports claim. If you filed an EIDL application in March or spring of 2020 or up to June or July of 2020, when the EIDL grant application was open, you never got a penny, you will be getting your $10,000 grant. Congratulations. Also, if you got $1,000 per employee, you'll be getting the remainder of your $10,000 grant. Congratulations. Then, people who applied when there was no grant, but only a loan, then that could come as well. We don't know much about it yet. As I learn more details, I'll detail that for you as well. Remember, you don't have to have an approved loan to get a grant. You don't have to have collateral to have a grant. You have to have credit score to get a grant. You could be approved or denied for the loan to still get the grant. Grants dependent upon nothing. All right, that's the first stimulus package. Second item I have to go over with you for the first stimulus package is the adult dependents. You never got a stimulus check. Well, guess what? You're getting one. Retroactively. Stay with me later in this video because I'm going to explain why adult dependents are getting $3,200 in stimulus checks under the third stimulus package more than anyone else because there's a retroactive stimulus check to get you caught up. Actually, 2 retroactive stimulus checks. Next, let's continue across the board into the second stimulus package law, the one that was signed into law by President Donald Trump in Mar-a-Lago in late December. That law provided that there would be a $600 stimulus check for adults, double that for married couple, $600 for children, nothing for adult dependents. So what's happening with that check? Let me detail 2 items about it. First, nearly 50% of the viewers have still not gotten the check. It's going to be fixed by Janet Yellen when she comes in as Treasury Secretary Joe Biden next week because it's a really major problem. 50% of the viewers have just not gotten the check. If you've not gotten it, understand you are not alone. People are just not getting it. Second, adult dependents did not get a $600 stimulus check. So what's going to happen? All right, let me explain what's happening in the third stimulus package. A preview of the video right after this. Under the third stimulus package, individuals, non-adult dependents will get $1,400. Children will get $1,400. Married couple, double that. But adult dependents will get $3,200. Why are they getting more? Because they're getting caught up 100% to what adults have been getting all along since when the pandemic started. Pretty easy to understand. The pandemic started with $1,200 last year in March, first stimulus package. Then $600, the Mar-a-Lago stimulus package. They're giving you that $1,200 and the $600 as adult dependents to get you caught up. And they're giving you $1,400 like everyone else, $3,200. You're all caught up. Congratulations. Told you this since July. They were going to fix it. I've been telling you 7 months. It finally is happening. Everything that I tell on this channel generally happens, if not in modification, because this is what congressional leaders say, and they eventually get around to it. Just sometimes it takes a little bit longer than they should. All right, the next item that's really exciting is SSI and SSDI. Since October and November, I told you that Joe Biden is doing SSI, SSDI as a standalone bill. I made the error to not repeat this message a lot more the last few weeks. I should have repeated it a lot before he announced his third stimulus package. I forgot to keep on reminding people this. And so when they heard the third stimulus package, they said, why is there no, because it wasn't supposed to be in there. I told you it's not supposed to be in there. So the SSI and SSDI, Social Security and Railroad benefits, the $2,400, $200 a month from a period of time to December, is really a bill to fix Social Security and benefits, which needs massive fixing. It's not a 6-page bill. It's a 10,000-page bill. It needs so much fixing the system. It's a standalone bill. I've always said standalone. Joe Biden had detailed it as standalone. And somehow in the messaging, it got confused that people thought it was going to be part of the third stimulus package. After that one, the fifth stimulus package, and I'm not saying that they're in order like this, I'm just saying they're coming after the third one, is a stimulus package that would forgive $10,000 of student loan debt. Yes, that will also be standalone. The sixth stimulus package will be a bill to give money to teachers and fix schools. And the seventh will be create jobs to help you get a job by fixing the nation's infrastructure. So you see how things are just rolling along very, very quickly, but I'm separating them out to make it easy for you. All right, so now with that, let me turn to the second stimulus package. The second stimulus package is going to get very, very exciting tomorrow and this week, and I'm just very excited for you. Now at the 9-minute mark, I have so much coming up in this video still with me, so please stay with me. In this video, I'm going to be going over the excitement of what has not yet happened, the second stimulus package. This big free money that could be coming early next week. I'll be going over SNAP benefits. I'll be going over FPUC. I'll be going over that internet and rent aid, and I'll be going over PPP. And then I'll be answering your incredible questions. Some of the 435 questions from 435 questions from yesterday later in this video. That's coming up in the second half of this video. Stay with me. All right, let's continue. The Monday and Tuesday excitement is really heating up. Why? Because on Monday and Tuesday, two grant programs, free money, that were passed as law under the second stimulus package are likely to get funded and go live. Now, they've been law for 5 weeks and they've not gone live. I don't know what's taking them so long, but I do know there was a reason. Her name is Javier Carranza. She's gone. She's been gone since Thursday. I had the world exclusive for you that the former head of SBA is now gone. And so what's going live on Monday, Tuesday? I'm hearing that the EIDL grant for businesses in low-income communities will go live. So if you're an Uber or Lyft driver, Airbnb, Grubhub, something like that, plumber, electrician, and you have a Schedule C, and you operate with an address out of the inner city, you need to stay with me, because this is the grant you want to get. Grant is free money. Grant does not mean you do not need a loan for a grant. Don't need a collateral. Don't need a credit score. Don't need anything. This is going to go live, so you have to stay with me. You have to have a Schedule C on that 2019 tax return. If you don't, amend the tax return ASAP and get ready to pounce as a purple hawk. Next, ranchers and farmers, you will have an EIDL grant as well. Now, I've been preparing you to pounce earlier than everyone else. Why? Because there is an EIDL application live now for agriculture and ranchers. It's the loan grant. They use the same form for everyone. And that ultimately, when you get into the queue, into the system, they'll pay the grant as soon as the grant goes live. And then if they say, hey, how about your loan? You say, I don't want the loan. Thank you. And you don't have to take the loan. And you don't have to get accepted for the loan or not get accepted for the loan. That's sba.gov. Ranchers and Farmers live, low income not yet live. Get ready to pounce within about 48 hours. I'm really excited for you. Now, PPP for everyone. PPP for everyone. Everyone that tunes into this channel that has a Schedule C or a corporate tax return needs to get that PPP if you want it. You don't fill out the application. You apply at intermediary lenders who then apply for you. They're like Cabbage or Fundera or Lending Circle. You go to their website, they will ask you the documents to provide them. It's all online. It's very automated. And then they'll come back to you and they'll put it in. You need to do this ASAP because they're running out of money for PPP. This is the second stimulus package. This is a loan that turns into a grant. It's free money. Go get it. Next, SNAP increases. Under the second stimulus package, you get SNAP increases for 6 months. What's SNAP? SNAP is free food. How much? It's about $1,400 if you live in Hawaii for a family of 4. Wow. How do you apply? Reach out to Department of Agriculture or call 211. So what happened to the second stimulus package? It got increased 15% for 6 months. Incredible. They're paying it 3 different ways. One, they're paying it on the January statement as already increased as part of one payment, or they're waiting to February to start doing it February to July. They're extending an extra 1 month, or they're doing the January payment without the increase and then sending an increase separate a few days later on the same January card. So there you go. Go get it. Free rent, free utilities, free childcare are the last major items of the second stimulus package in addition to FPUC. First, let me do FPUC. If you want to get unemployment, get unemployment. How do you get unemployment? You reach out to your Department of Unemployment. Who gets what type of employment? If you are a W-2, it's called UI. If you are a self-employed individual, it's called PUA. How much do you get? You start your base level of your state's benefits. How do you do escalated benefits? I haven't done that in a video in a while, a couple of weeks. If you made over $18,000 a year, you need to submit your 2019 tax return to them. And if you made over $30,000 a year, you're going to raise your benefits about $300 a week. I've gotten people $10,000 in escalated benefits. You don't use the word escalated benefits. You just say, hi, I think I qualify for more weekly benefits. Can you please take a look at my 2019 tax return? Thank you and God bless. Done. That's all you got to say. FPUC is $300 a week. It's extended under the second stimulus package. So is UI. So is PUA. They're all extended to March 14th. If you started unemployment in March or any time later since the pandemic hit, you have not run out of weeks. I'm going to say that again. If you started unemployment since March of 2020, you've not run out of weeks. They've extended your weeks to March 14th, March of 2021. FPUC is $300 a week on top of your UI and PUA. All right, let's cut now to rent, utilities, and internet and childcare. Internet and childcare remains the mystery of this channel. The free internet, where is it? It's like free coffee. Someone once said years ago, would you give up internet or give up coffee? Yeah, I think I'd give up coffee. I can't live without my internet. Don't know where it is yet. Free childcare, don't know where that is yet. Free rent, we do know where it will be, but we know that it's not there yet. But I'm hearing it could be there this week. In California, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, said, hey, where's my darn free rent, federal government? You passed the law 5 weeks ago. I want to go live with it. He actually said that. So they've not given him the money. So he's like, come on, folks. But the great news is that I have a workaround, a solution to that. Meaning you don't wait for this. In the pinned comment to this video and also in the description to this video is a link that says the community page. It sends you to news.lalate.com/community. The volunteers are working around the clock. They're seeing an increase, which is very good, of people contacting the viewers of this channel to help them get free rent and utilities from nonprofits and CARES Act. When reaching out to the volunteers, be respectful and also indicate the city and state in which you are. Don't just say, hi, I want rent. They're like, where are you? I'm on Mars. We have really good Wi-Fi in the Milky Way galaxy. It's like, hello, where are you? So please save some time and just on your opening remarks say where you're located at. Where are you? Where are you? Well, excuse me, I asked you first. That's the second stimulus package. Now, with that, let me answer some of the incredible questions from yesterday's video. I'm going old school. I'm going back to the old days in which I answer viewers' questions. If you have questions in today's video, drop them in the comments below, and I might answer your questions in tomorrow's video in this same time slot. There are 435 questions yesterday. Patricia Glenn said, I didn't get a shout out from you, LA. Can I get a shout out? Yes, Patricia Glenn, you're getting a shout out. Happy Sunday. Hope you're crushing the Sunday and having a beautiful weekend to you and your family. Crystal Machensmith says, will the $200 for SSI be on our checks for February checks? Presumably, yes. Why do I say presumably? Because most everything that Joe Biden's talking about, he's saying, I want this in people's hands, in people's shoulders, in the states within 90 days. I don't want this going on forever. He is very big on things very fast, which I love. So I think it will be February. We have no guarantee, of course, but that's what I think. I think that's what's going to be happening. Kathleen Hemmett, I need teacher hazard pay and eviction moratorium. Can I get that? So under the third stimulus package, stay tuned for the video after this. You will see that there is state hazard pay. If you are employed at a public school, for example, yes, it looks like you would get hazard pay. So stay tuned for that video on after this. And eviction moratorium, there is an eviction moratorium under the second stimulus package until January 31st. It's a CDC eviction moratorium. You go to the CDC's website, Center for Disease Control. You print it out and give it to your landlord. Gotta beat the landlord lady before she serves me an eviction. Any idea when the eviction will kick in? It's already kicked in. It's been kicked in since the summer, and it's still kicking. So don't let anyone kick you. Get that. It's the same CDC order. If you don't want, you have to do it again. Give it to that lady before she serves me an eviction, landlady. Don't serve Kathleen with an eviction landlady. Give the landlady the eviction notice. Demi Kosmakos. So they won't be doing the $600 retroactive for unemployment? Who said that? I didn't say that. Absolutely untrue. If you watch the video right after this, there is absolutely no determination to buy that by Joe Biden. He's leaving it up to Congress. Next, Jennifer Reta. What about if you haven't received your second stimulus check by direct deposit? Great question. 3 things could happen. 1, it could land by direct deposit. 2, it could land in the mailbox in a beige envelope as a paper check. Or 3, it could land in the mailbox as a white envelope with a Department of Treasury seal on the outside and inside a debit Visa card from MetaBank. You just take that to your local bank and then withdraw the funds for free. And then the fourth option is you could be like 50% of the rest of the viewers of this channel that haven't gotten anything. Debbie Piper. Will they be issuing for adult dependents? They will. $3,200 under the third stimulus package. Joe Biden's very specific about that, and he's holding that to the mat. Martha Sanchez. LALATE, are we getting PPP grants for everyone? Yes. So if you have a Schedule C, you can get a PPP grant. It is not PPP grants just for agriculture. It's PPP grants for everyone. If you're a second-time PPP applicant, you have additional requirements that I haven't gone over this channel. Patricia Ryan, will this SSIDI bill be law after the 20th? Yes. And then someone asked me, will it be law on the 20th? No. Will I get a check on the 20th? No. No one's getting a check on the 20th. We're not even getting the $600 stimulus check right now. Patricia Yutt says, will the $200 go on the SSI checks? Yes, that's the way Joe Biden says it. On top of your checks every month, automatically. You don't have to do anything until December 31st. Wow, what great questions those were. If you have questions in the comments in today's video, drop them in the comments below. I might answer them tomorrow's recording. And coming up right after this is third stimulus. I have so much exciting news across the board. Stay tuned for that. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that alert on the bell on the front of this channel. Like this video, and consider joining becoming a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. Today's members got access to a wonderful, very detailed PDF that analyzes the $4,000 and $8,000 tax refund check they can get under the third stimulus package, in addition to a $1,400 a week stimulus offer issued to certain types of people. That's the benefit of being a member. Access to data, documents, and pre-release videos before anyone else. You'll see an analysis that no one gives you online as a member. So consider joining. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay in LA for more.